In 2012, my wife Maya was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was pregnant with our second baby, and even though she gave birth to him and he was really healthy, she sadly passed away 3 months after he was born. Instantly, the consultants who examined her just knew straight away what he was dealing with, and it was a significantly sized tumour. And from there, everything was just turned completely upside down in terms of what next? Can we keep the baby? Is she going to survive? Just all the uncertainties that you can imagine, really. They come with any cancer diagnosis anyway, but the difference in this situation was there was a baby to consider as well. She started chemotherapy again 6 days after he was born. I was working full time, but I obviously was taking a lot more time off than anybody normally would. And I think it was at that point it really highlighted, that there was cracks, within the existing support to say, well, how does a family cope in this situation? It was that part of the process, I think, that it started. And I think then once Maya had actually passed away, it was then this drive to say, well, look, we need to change this. Something needs to exist to be able to support families like ours if somebody else sadly is in this situation.
I was 23 weeks pregnant with twins, and I was a dance teacher, and I carried a stereo, so my arm felt really weird. I pulled a muscle. So I went into hospital, got checked out because I was pregnant, and I got diagnosed that night with blood cancer. They told me to abort my babies, but I refused. And every week they kept saying, you need to, it's getting bigger, you need to abort, and I kept saying no. Then they were born, 29 weeks, so they were very prem, and then I had to have chemo about 6 days after. I got given advice for being pregnant, I got given advice of having cancer, but I never got given advice for both of them together. And then I was told about Mummy's Star.
I saw people start to do things for us, whether it was walking, whether it was running, whether it was doing some mad parachute jump or something, and it got to a stage and I just thought, I need to get out, and I need to do, but for myself, I needed that extra thing to be able to get myself right. But I found running, and I think with something like the Great North Run, I think because it is one of those iconic races, it's one of those races you want to have said you've done.
The charities helped me so much. It's pieced it all together. They understand about being pregnant and having cancer because it's such a strange, isolated thing to have at such a lovely time. Not everybody can relate to you. He is an absolute godsend. He was just like my big guardian angel at such a horrible time.
I think she would be very humbled by what now gets done, I think, in her memory, and I think she would be surprised, but I think she would be really glad to know that it hadn't been in vain, and everything that the kids and I have had to experience over the last 6 years, something positive has come from it, and I think it's knowing that the kids feel proud and they feel like they've got a real identity with Mummy's Star now as well, because they know it's about Mum, and I think it offers them something that I think maybe might not have been there if I hadn't done this.